Let's go to 2a. Given that cosine 75 degree equals q, show that cosine 105 degree equals negative q. Suppose this angle is 75 degree. Then we have a coordinate x, y on the unit circle. We know this is a cosine and here's a sine. The fact for this unit circle is x squared plus y squared equals 1. And also the x equals cosine 75 degree and y equals sine 75 degree. According to the given information, you are given this x equals q. I will draw a horizontal line passing through this xy like this. Then connect this line. So for this line, the angle stands for 180 degree minus 75 degree. The coordinate for 180 degree minus 75 degree is negative x, y. So this is a cosine and here's a sine. In other words, I can get the cosine 180 degree minus 75 degree equals negative x. Since x equals cosine 75, I can write down negative cosine 75 degree. From the given information, cosine 75 degree equals q. That's how you get the negative q. But for this cosine 180 degree minus 75 degree, we know that is cosine 105 degree. So in this way, we show that cosine 105 degree equals negative q. Let's go to 2b. In the following diagram, the point A, B, C, and D are on the circumference of a circle with the central O and a radius R. AC is a diameter of the circle. BC equals R, and AD equals CD, and angle ABC and ADC equals 90 degree. Show that angle BAD equals 75 degree. Here is the theorem for inscribed angle in a circle. If the inscribed angle in a semicircle, then this will be 90 degree. Therefore, this is 90 degree, this is a 90 degree. Let's label, this is R, here's R. In right triangle ADC, since you have AD equals DC, therefore these two angles are equal to each other. So we get angle DAC equals angle DCA equals 45 degree. So we get this angle is 45 degree. Show that angle BAD equals 75 degree, which means we need to figure out this angle. BAC is 30 degree. So in right triangle BAC, we know the AC equals 2R and BC equals R. Therefore, for this right triangle BAC, according to the SOHCAHTOA, BC is the opposite side and AC is a hypotenuse side, according to SOHCAHTOA. You will get sine angle BAC equals r over 2r equals 1 over 2. So angle BAC equals 30 degrees. Therefore, we can get angle BAD equals angle BAC plus angle CAD equals 30 degrees plus 45 degrees equals 75 degrees. Let's go to 2C. By considering triangle ABD, show that BD squared equals 5R squared minus 2R squared cubed square root of 6. In triangle ABD, we already know this angle is 75 degrees. Since I'm looking for BD, let's connect this BD first. We need to figure out AB and AD so that we can use cosine law to get this BD. How you get this AB? You could see in triangle ABC, this is a 30 degree special triangle. If this is a R, here's 2R, this one will be square root of 3R. For to say, you can show the work like this. Cosine 30 degrees equals AB over 2R. Then square root of 3 over 2 equals AB over 2R. Then you cross multiply, get the AB equals square root of 3R. In right triangle ADC, we will get the cosine 45 degrees equals AD over AC. AC is 2R. Cosine 45, that is the square root of 2 over 2 equals AD over 2R. Reduce these two. AD equals square root of 2R. So we already figured out this is the square root of 2R. AB equals square root of 3R. Then we can use the cosine law to figure out the BD square. For cosine law, that is c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine c. 75 degrees is the c. BD is the side of c. So we have BD squared equals square root of 3r squared plus square root of 2r squared minus 2 times the square root of 3r times the square root of 2r, then cosine 75 degrees. Let's simplify. You will have 3r squared plus 2r squared minus 2 square root of 6. Square root of 3 times square root of 2, that's square root of 6, r squared, cosine 75 degrees. Then we combine like terms. You will get 5r squared minus 2 square root of 6r squared. For cosine 75 degrees, that is a cube. So we multiply by cube. Let's organize. You will get the 5r squared minus 2r squared times the square root of 6. Here's q times the square root of 6. So you get the BD square is this. My last step, just make the same as the show that. Let's go to 2D. By considering triangle CBD, find another expressions for BD square in terms of R and Q. So in right triangle BDC, DC will be equal to square root of 2R. BC is R. This angle is a 60 degree. Therefore, for angle BCD, that equals 60 degree plus 45 degree equals 105 degree. Therefore, for BD squared equals BC squared is R squared plus square root of 2R squared, then minus 2 times R times the square root of 2R times cosine 105 degree. Then we simplify R squared plus 2R squared minus 2 square root of 2R squared. Cosine 105 we already got from 2a, that is a negative q. We organize, you will get 3r squared. Negative is a positive. So you get plus 2 square root of 2qr squared. Let's go to 2e. Use your answers to part C to show that cosine 75 degree equals 1 over square root of 6 plus square root of 2. For 2C, we already got the BD squared equals 5R squared minus 2R squared Q times the square root of 6. We also got the BD squared from 2D, that is 3R squared plus 2 square root of 2 QR squared. Therefore, these two equal to each other. We will set up an equation like this. Both sides I can divide it by R squared. Then we can reduce R squared, here's R squared, R squared, R squared, R squared. Then we organize. You will get 5 minus 2q square root of 6 equals 3 plus 2 square root of 2q. We will figure out the q because we know the q equals cosine 75 degree. This is a linear equation, so we need to isolate the variable on one side. Put all q to the left side and a number to the other side. So you get negative 2 square root of 6q minus 2 square root of 2q equals negative 5 plus 3. Simplify. We will take a q outside. You will get negative 2 square root of 6 minus 2 square root of 2 equals negative 2. So we divide it by negative 2 square root of 6 minus 2 square root of 2, both sides. Then you will get the q equals. We can reduce this 2 and also change the sign to the top and the bottom. Then you can get 1 over square root of 6 plus square root of 2. Since for this q, that is a cosine 75, that equals 1 over square root of 6 plus square root of 2. So we finish this proving.